Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Episode number 927 of the show. We're going to talk about what happened on NXT. Really big show. It was, these two shows, NXT and AEW Dynamite, Title Tuesday. It's been both very crazy shows, and a lot of stuff went down. Let's kick it off with Cody Rhodes, whose father built NXT, who invented NXT, basically. Addressed the NXT universe in Orlando, and they were talking about, and then he decided he's got 3 different announcements to make. One of the announcements is that after the women's breakout tournament ends, the men's breakout tournament will begin. And then also the return of the Dusty Tag Team Classic, the tournament, he said, and then one more, that Shawn Michaels has bestowed upon him the special guest general manager of NXT. Ilya Dragunov, the NXT champion, comes out and interrupts Cody Rhodes. He says, how are you going to, decide my next contender? And Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley both come out, and Dominic's been dissing Dragunov. And he decided to challenge Dragunov for the NXT title. And then Cody Rhodes said he's not going to put the NXT North American title up. He said he just got it back and everything. And you know what? That's fine. We'll put the NXT title up. But since he knows how the Judgment Day operates, Cody Rhodes goes, I'll name a special guest referee, LA Knight. Yeah, that's what LA Knight returns to NXT once again to grace the NXT universe with his presence. So, John Cena arrives at the PC. I'm greeting some people here and there. Asuka goes one-on-one with Roxanne Perez. It was a heck of a matchup. This match was decided upon by Kiana James, who got the ball rolling what NXT was all about, and so a lot of more guests were added. But as Shotzi came out on her tank, returning to NXT to join on commentary, and come to find out that at Halloween Havoc, Shotzi and Scarlett will be co-hosting Halloween Havoc as well. Asuka did pick up the victory over Roxanne Perez, and Asuka showed Roxanne a little respect, which is really cool and classy. Kiana James berates Perez after the matchup, but then Shotzi attacks Kiana James and then helps up Roxanne Perez, and Shotzi kind of like gave her the blessing. And then Gallus and the Brutes, Brawling Brutes, are doing their own pec topics before their 6-man pub rules brawl, which the Brawling Brutes and Tyler Bate took on Gallus, and the Brawling Brutes and Tyler Bate did pick up the victory over Gallus. And then they had the story of Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria before their title match at Halloween Havoc. Mackenzie Mitchell interviews Valkyria, but then was interrupted by Tegan Knox. Tegan Knox said, in her mind, still wants a shot at the championship. So that's going to be something to think about. And Cody Rhodes said to make the match next week. It will be Lyra Valkyria and Tegan Knox going at it. So a couple of UK ladies going at it. John Cena came out to address the NXT universe, and then Corn for life. Ew, I don't like corn. Okay, stop there. Anyways, I'll keep on going because the bonus round, 3 spins, and so anyways, where I lost my. So Braun Breaker comes out to interrupt John Cena, and Braun Breaker dissing John Cena. Breaker punches Cena. Then Cena did fight back, and Breaker escapes. Stacks and Tony D'Angelo talked to Rhodes about how to name their number 1 contenders for the tag team titles. A bada bing, bada boom battle royal, and There'll be a tag team battle royal. The last two teams remain staying have a standard tag team match. The winner of that faces Stax and Stax and D'Angelo at Halloween Havoc. Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Baron Corbin. Corbin's complaining and whining about the NXT roster, of course, Dragunov and all. He's going to address Dragunov. All right, so the NXT title on the line. Referee LA Knight. Ilya Dragunov defends against Dominic Mysterio. The match is going well until JD McDonough gets involved. LA Knight takes him out. Rhea Ripley gets involved. Trick Williams stops her. And Dragunov retains the championship. Baron Corbin arrives to confront Dragunov, but Dijak attacked Ilya Dragunov from behind. That is a big deal. So, and then Dijak gets into Corbin's face. Interesting. So, it will be, but Cody Rhodes makes it a little bit more on the matchup. Cena then talked to Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, and then he said, well, and then. A little tension between Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. Hope they're okay. And and so, and John says, "Hey, you guys are friends." So you all right, man? Yeah. And he goes, "I got one question for you. When was it your time?" And then everybody's like, "Oh," they thought, "No, let's talk." So I'm sure John Cena's giving Trick Williams some advice as well. Baron Corbin. Like I said, Paul Heyman was caught by NXT Anonymous talking to Ava Raine. I wonder what in the world is going on between Ava Raine and Paul Heyman. Could be bloodline business. So, bloodline business. Then Jade Cargill ended up arriving at NXT and was greeted by HBK. What is Jade Cargill's deal doing? So that's going to be crazy. And Corbin talks to Rhodes about a title shot. He says, okay, how about this? The winner of the Hayes Breaker matchup will meet you and Dijak in a triple threat. And you'll face Dragunov at Halloween Havoc. $101,000. This guy's on his way. And but then Nathan Frazier, Axiom, Lyra Valkyria, Brooks and Jensen, and Dante Chen confronted Dominic Mysterio. Dominic's been running his mouth, and I think Nathan Frazier wants to challenge Mysterio to a title matchup. So that's going to be something. Women's breakout tournament in first round. Danny Palmer versus Lola Vice. Lola Vice did pick up the victory. And then Thea Hale returns to Chase U, but JC Jane joins in. And JC Jane did inform Chase and Duke Hudson that they'll be part of the Bada Bing Bada Boom Battle Royal. And then Paul Heyman comes in while Breaker's been working out. This guy's cooking. Another $50,000 in a spin. So Paul Heyman pep talks Braun Breaker, says, "I know your dad and your uncle, but you're like both of them combined. Says, you know what I'm doing? I'm gonna break them all." And then the Brian Pillman Jr. vignette. And then Brian Pillman Jr. says how this business gave him a lot of grief and all that. He's going to bring pain to it. But I said, instead of using my father's Brian Pillman's last name, I'm going to use the name of the real man that was my role model, raised me, King. So he's adopting the last name of his stepfather, and also adopting the name of his sister, Lexis. He'll be known as Lexis King. But then Kiana James thanked Asuka for her, for winning the matchup. Blair Davenport greeted Asuka in Japanese, and they know each other. Kaylani Jordan says hi. Fallon Helen is about to greet her, but Tiffany Stratton cut her off. Tiffany Stratton better be careful. She better be careful here. Paul Heyman greets the NXT Universe, introduced Braun Breaker. Carmella Hayes and Braun Breaker came out. But then, during the matchup, Solo Sikoa came out and decided to strike Cena. Paul Heyman was skedaddle as well. But then Carmelo Hayes did win the matchup, but Braun Breaker attacked him from behind. But then Braun Breaker goes like this. He goes like this. He goes, "I'm the only badass in all of WWE." You hear the gong. I'm like, uh-oh. And I go, "Mr. Breaker, you're going to go to school." And who was the man that took him to school? The Undertaker arrives, tells, it's this young man. And then all of a sudden, Braun Breaker got in his face, calls him old timer. And then Undertaker said a few things, and then said, "You know what? So, anyways, so that's what's gonna end. So, Braun Breaker tried to attack him, but Undertaker punched him, choke slammed him, and he goes, "Young man, there's going to be one bigger badass, and you're looking at him." After choke slamming him, and I'm going, I told Braun Breaker, and Vic Joseph said it best. Braun Breaker just been made famous, and you see Booker T's got a smile on his face. The Undertaker was on NXT. And then afterwards, he goes over to Carmelo Hayes. And I like his new t-shirt. I want to try to continue to get that t-shirt. Goes over to Carmelo Hayes, helps him up, and Carmelo Hayes got a smile on his face. I mean, Carmelo Hayes, that's going to be a big moment for him, too, you know. And Undertaker points at him, and Carmelo Hayes points at him. It was a little super cool moment. So, that is it. That is all the time we have on this show. On this episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977, 928 NXT. It's leveled up to a newer level, let me tell you. So, I will see you later. You guys have a wonderful day, and until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with A Sweet Bowl for Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.